We are back here on the Senior Network, and LaToya, you were in the middle of a great thought, if you will, and we had to take a quick break. So let's come back and talk a little bit about, we were talking about comfort keepers and really the population that you serve.
Yes, so we serve the young seniors and senior community, and we say young seniors because many times people aren't ready, exactly like you,
yep,
young seniors, people aren't ready to necessarily go into a facility or some other location. They want to stay in their own home.
Right.
And so what we do is we offer that flexibility for them to stay in their own home and to have some of the services that they need. So whether it's picking up laundry, taking them to the store, sitting with them.
Wait, I'm liking this, picking up laundry. Go ahead.
No,
What else? Wait, I'm loving this. Go ahead, sitting with them. Go
Sitting
ahead.
with them. We have a couple of clients of ours that actually like to garden, and so having our caregivers come and sit in the garden with them kind of help work navigate the garden because they're still able to be in their own home.
Is it like a safety issue too? I mean, is it?
It's safety. It's also that we talked earlier in the earlier segment about early signs of dementia and Alzheimer's as well, and our caregivers are specialized in that. And so oftentimes there's individuals who are experiencing those things, but they want to remember some of the good times, and they want to be able to still feel human again, and have someone sit there with them and talk through those good times. And
Talk to me about isolation. Is that a problem with seniors too?
It is. It is a huge problem with many of our senior communities. As we age, we get older. Our friends and our loved ones, they move on, they pass on, and then we're there. And oftentimes, many of the seniors don't want to burden their loved ones. They don't want to call daughter or son or nephew or niece to kind of help out. So they start to go inward. And so oftentimes we rely on caregivers to help them out so they can remember the good times.
There's such a
go
great,
through
gentle way, don't you? I'm sitting here going,
You really want her
I
services.
We're passionate. We're passionate about this area.
well, and I want to bring it back to you then with this, because as I find that my caretaker becomes more and more important to me, and we're looking at estate planning and things that you may not consider, do you ever find that there are non-family members who are important parts of people's lives?
Oh,
that want to
absolutely.
How does all that
Sure.
work?
Well, what's good about home care, like she's mentioning, is that someone is comfortable in their own space. They've been there for years, and it's nice for somebody to continue with that. Their friends are nearby frequently.
Okay.
It's easy for them to communicate with them and deal with them on a regular basis. So that's always positive, and of course family members may be far away, like you mentioned before, LaToya, and that's sometimes trouble on the horizon when a family member is too far away. But it's nice to know that the family member is still only a phone call away to people like you, LaToya, who's checking in with them, I'm sure, to tell them what's going on with their parents. I suppose that you do that. Plus, they're also an eye and ear for the family in terms of checking out.
True.
Alzheimer's is getting a little too bad. Don't know if we can care for this person anymore. Maybe you need to start looking at some other facility in the future. I guess that happens to you on occasion. And it just gives them another opportunity to do some estate planning before they go too far as well.
Oh, so she could sort of be a conduit really to you based on knowing the mental status and the physical status of the person that you're caretaking.
We do. We're able to partner with the clients and with their loved ones to find out, hey, you know what, I'm starting to notice that Mrs. Johnson is experiencing a couple of things. So we might need to look at her affairs and orders. So let's work and figure that part of it out as well.
I never ever thought about that.
Well, the caregivers are a huge communication link, if you will, with the family members. I mean, just being able to relay the information and share that information with the children that may be in a faraway state.
Oh my gosh. Well, this has
Canary
been
in the coal mine.
exactly. Well, this has been amazing.
It is, and I thank you so much for joining us. I think our time is up.
Wow, it
and
is.
I really appreciate it, and we thank all of you for joining us here on the Senior Network, where senior care experts come together. See you next time.